exams are finally done and I can get back to what I love doing, informing you guys. Anyway, I know that the Vita C may look dull and dry, but trust me, there's a ton of things in the works. I mean, just this week alone, we got PC streaming, a new 3.55 dumping method, and a 3.57 VHBL exploit. So while we're here, let's roll the intro and just get into it. So, VitaShell 0.5 just got released by The Flow, and to make it even better, it's open source. Now, if you don't know what the VitaShell is, it's an all-in-one UI made to replace the Vita's live area. It allows users to launch Homebrew and do other tasks such as viewing and writing files to the folders such as PSP-IMU. By far my favorite feature is the fact that it natively allows for file transfer protocol. All this with open source makes the potential for this Homebrew limitless. I hope to see more updates from The Flow. Alright, so Mr. 173210, why can't just names be easier? Has released a VHBL exploit for the previously failed ePSP game Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops for EU and Japan regions. People who bought the game were a little upset when the ePSP exploit got cancelled, but that didn't stop the Steam developer from attempting to port a VHBL exploit to 3.57. Now, installation for this exploit seems to be hit or miss with PS Vita users, but there is a talk that the debug version is more successful than the actual base version. To top it off, it seems an update has been released that allows for larger allocated memory, which in simple means both Homebrew and emulators have better success with it. I gotta swing credit to 173210, god damn these names, for not giving up even after his ePSP fail. I mean, things happen. Anyways, the article's in the description. If you want to read up on it, go ahead. So 4 months ago, Sony seemed to have thought that they had patched the fail mail trick that allowed both dumping and writing to the Vita's file system. Well, that wasn't the case because a few short moments after, Major Tom went to Twitter and exclaimed, "Success of dumping on 3.55. Our analysis is that Sony was probably in a huge rush to fix everything and completely forgot to change the whole email app permissions. Like, we really believed that they would change the app permissions, but the email is still able to read and write to the UX0. And on top of it, other partitions too. This mixed with the ability for the calendar app to call support UIs allowed for a seamless method of dumping. Sadly, Sony has patched the email app to update 3.57, but hey, honestly, if you're on 3.55, it's fair game. The article with easy to follow tutorials in the bottom, so head to that if you want to try it out. Alright, so last but not least is the ability to stream PC games and applications to your Vita. Come on, we all know everyone would love to enjoy mighty PCs on either our beds or toilets, and with this we actually can. Now, this isn't exactly what you think. By this I mean this isn't a native solution. Alright, so the PC streaming is achieved by a utility called PSV Display, made specifically for the PSP itself, but with emulation on the Vita, we are able to run this app with ease. To be honest, you shouldn't expect much from this due to the fact that it's a makeshift solution, but it seems to run well according to Demo Slasher with some settings changes. For those of you who are still enticed, you can find a tutorial on this method in the description. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this roundup and at least took something from it. A like really goes a long way. If you want to see more of my content uploaded on a weekly basis, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching. I'm just Rennie and I'm signing out. Laters. That allowed you to downgrade your 3DS. And of course, with downgrading, it would allow you to more exploits such as custom themes, etc., etc. Now, the problem with this method was that it was sort of risky that if it failed, you would have a brick 3DS. And with this brick 3DS, there's a very slim chance of recovery. So you're pretty much left with a $200, $300 paperweight. Now, me